Just realised I need to empty my vacuum cleaner. Sorry, guys. I'm obsessed with cleanliness. Sorry, no, back on track, right? So lots of people think that's a scar. They think I'm a thug, and I'm not a thug. Every skin's prone to flaking. We all have a bit of flake, don't we? If I have any skin left on my face, guys, then we'll do the review. But if I haven't, then obviously we won't be able to. So hello, beautiful people. Thank you for being with me today. If you're new to my channel, my name's Joseph, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to try something slightly different today. Today's going to be a foundation review or a tinted moisture. Well, I don't really know what it is actually, but I thought I'd try and give this one a little whirl. This is the Revolution Pro Cream or Chem Skin Perfector in Colour Light. But I thought what I might do today, guys, rather than doing the boring old, bog standard YouTube tutorial or review where you read out from the website and you open it up and you put it on your face and you then compare what the product does to the website says about it or claims that they make. What I'm going to do is shake things up a little bit, and in today's tutorial review, rather, because today it's not a tutorial as such, but I thought today I'm just going to try this blind, guys. Now, when I say blind, I obviously don't mean with a blindfold on. That would just be silly, wouldn't it? Oh dear, we have quite a lot of fun on this channel, don't we, guys? What I mean by blind is that I'm not gonna look at the website. I went into Superdrug this morning, and I just fancied. Oh, and I've got another thing as well, which I'm going to try as well today. This is the IRL filter. And this is a powder, a loose powder and a pressed powder, and apparently this this blurs your skin. So quite a grandiose claim, agreed, but we'll soon see whether they live up to, well, whether that one. I mean, there was a great big sign saying blurs skin, so that's all I know about this product, about the powder, is the fact that it's supposed to blur your skin. And as for this one, the CC cream, don't ask me, guys, haven't got a clue. So what I thought I'd do is I'd open it, try it on my skin, and then tell you what I think it's supposed to do, and then we'll compare that to the website. And if the two marry up, win-win. And if they don't, then hey. So guys, should we start off with the old Revolution Pro CC Skin Tint, or Chem Perfector as it's called? Chem? It's a good word, that, isn't it? I love words sometimes. Right, so it comes in a gold plastic tube with a gold plastic lid. Quite cheap, I suppose, but then, sorry, it was £9.99, guys. I should have said at the very start. This was £9.99 from Superdrug, and it is Revolution Pro. So Revolution has bog standard Revolution, then their Pro line as well, and that's for makeup artists, I assume. I don't really know. Again, I'm not going to look at the website until we have this one firmly on my face, on my chops, and then I might even not look at the website. No, I ought to really look at the website, oughtn't I, just to see whether the claims marry up to the reality of Skin Perfector. I'm going to really enjoy this tutorial saying that all day. Chem. Right. So this is it's not your bog standard 30 mils, and liquid foundations typically come in a 30 mil size, guys, which is 1.6 to 1.8 fluid ounces, around that amount anyway. And this, you would think with a CC cream, which isn't a full foundation as such, more like a tinted moisturizer, that you would get more, wouldn't you, really? But in fact, you get quite a bit, well, not a lot less, but a little bit less than your bog standard 30 mils. So this is actually 26 mils. So that's already a negative in my eyes, guys. And this was £9.99, as I said, from Superdrug. So I'll read off what the claims say on the back. So it says that it is a natural and buildable chem skin tint with light to medium coverage. Contains an ingredient complex to help keep skin hydrated. Now, me being me, I have scrutinized. I'm very, very popular today, guys. I have scrutinized the old ingredients list, and the only hydrating ingredients I can see in this, and there are quite a few ingredients on that area from there to there. What I assume could be the hydrating ingredient is either hydrogenated castor oil or vitamin E, but then again, it does actually tell us that it has vitamin E in. Does that say it there? Oh no, that one there, sorry guys. Yeah, with vitamin E. So I can't find the, it might be glycerin, or Who knows? Silica, methicone, lecithin. No, I reckon it's hydrogenated castor oil, guys. But I'm hoping there's going to be a pump in here, and if there's not, then that's another negative to and also, guys, there are a couple of claims on the front there. I don't know whether you can see them. So that says shade adapting technology, which I assume that means that this is one of those white creams that has those little capsules of pigment in that burst upon application to your skin, and then they magically adapt it. Don't ask me how they do it, and they don't actually work, guys. You know, if you think about it, I could put it there on my arm, which is totally different color than my face. In fact, we'll try that, shall we? And if it, all right, then fair enough. If it matches that color and matches my face, then that's a win-win, and that's definitely light, and that's definitely light. So we've seen that this CC cream has shade adapting technology. It also says here, I don't know whether you guys can see that, high definition radiance. Focus. That's it, high definition radiance. So this is going to be a pretty glowy formula, I reckon. Although again, I haven't looked at the website. And down there, can you see that says soft focus skincare? What on earth is soft focus skincare? I've been in skincare for 20 years and I have never heard of soft focus skincare before. I mean, if they're talking about an ingredient which could blur skin, then that's cosmetics, that's makeup, that's not skincare, guys. But again, should we crack it open and have a look and see whether this lives up to those three claims and the claims on the back? And then I will look at the website and then see whether the two marry up. So, beautiful ones, should we crack open the old CC skin tint and see how good this or bad this one is? Who knows, see if it's worth £10, around $15 US, I would say, guys. And sorry if I start coughing today. I swallowed a fly when I was in town earlier. I did. I was walking along, humming to myself, and I might have opened my mouth just to, well, I don't really yawn when I'm out and about. I don't know why I opened my mouth. Perhaps it was to sing. I was singing, that's right. I was warbling away to myself in this bloody inconsiderate. Sorry, guys. So it comes in a shrink-wrapped plastic sleeve, and you're supposed to be able to tear it off here, although the sleeve is rubbish. So what I've done is I've just removed it from the top. I've unpicked it, and now I'm just going to pull the sleeve off. And bearing in mind that Revolution is a budget company, this to me seems quite high end, really. I mean, I think Estee Lauder's Futurist, is it? Comes in a plasticky tube with a plastic gold lid, and that goes for like 40 quid. This was £10. So before I go in with the old skin tint, guys, I ought to just say that I have normal to combination skin. My T-zone does get quite oily on occasion. My cheeks then get very, very dry on occasion, especially in the winter, but in the summer, my skin's pretty normal. So again, I don't know what skin type this formula's for. I couldn't tell you guys, not right now, but if you watch until the end of the tutorial, then we'll reveal all. So as I said, I think this is going to be one of those white formulas which suddenly transforms miraculously to your exact skin tone on, because it says it's got shade adapting technology. But in my opinion, guys, nothing can work that well or that magically or miraculously, really. Nothing can do that, guys. And we'll test that there and then against my face. And if, all right, fair enough, as I said earlier, if the color there matches and it matches on my face, then then they are living up to their claims. So you can't say fairer than that, can you, beautiful one? So I do like to keep my my cosmetics clean, and don't ask me, just cleaning the lid on my t-shirt. Don't ask me why. I'm only going to go and get it dirty again, fingerprints all over it. So she puts, oh, and by the way, guys, yeah, also I don't ever use primer when I'm testing. In fact, I don't use primer as anyone on a day-to-day basis. When I'm a makeup artist, it may be a different story entirely on my clients, but for myself, never. I don't like them, guys. And I also haven't seen any reviews on this on YouTube, because I only saw it in Superdrug this morning and thought, yeah, that looks like quite an interesting. Because as some of you may know, that my regular viewers or subscribers to my channel that have been with me since the start know that it's one of my aims, my cosmetic aims in life, is to find a foundation or skin tint which looks basically invisible on my skin or undetectable, and yet gives me enough coverage to give me flawless looking skin. Big ask there, guys, eh? But maybe this is the one, who knows? Without me waffling any further, let's crack this open, shall we? So I'm hoping there's a pump in here. In fact, I know there isn't, but there we go. So that's a tube, isn't it? Or a tube dispenser. So I'm just going to put the lid over here on my little table. And should we just do it on the back of my hand first, and then we can get a first impression, can't we? And what I'm going to do is I'm looking for smell, texture, color match, so on and so forth. And this is a silicon-based product, guys. You probably can't see that, but it's got cyclopentasilicone, which is one of those. In fact, it's got quite a few silicons in. So in theory, it should glide above. Get on with your trying, Joseph. Sorry, guys. So it's going to put, yeah, you see how white that is. Can you see that, guys? That's pure white, isn't it? Now, what these white form or these shade adjusting formulas do is that they use your body heat to melt little tiny capsules which have pigment in them, and that's why you need to apply it with fingers. If I went in with a brush or a beauty blender or anything other than my fingers, it would just take ages and ages and ages to get the color through. So always when you're using one of these white miraculously color matching shade adjusting foundations or skin tints, what have you, always go in with your fingers first. Big tip there, guys. So obviously using finger, won't use that. That's a bit rude, isn't it? Won't, sorry guys, won't use that one. But and you can see that wow, that's matched the back of my hand, guys, isn't it? That's incredible. I didn't think, because my face, I mean, obviously, you can see the difference, can't you, guys? There and there. And the acid test will now be, is that's disappeared on the back of my hand. Can you see that, guys? That's just there. I'm getting a bit nervous, guys. I mean, I might have found my holy grail foundation or skin tint here, guys, for £10. The acid test will be, of course, when I put it on my old chops. So, and as I said, I haven't read the website again. Stop going on about not reading the website, but I've done that for a reason, guys, as I've explained that. So I don't know how to put this on. I haven't read the instructions or anything. I'll probably go back and find out you need to apply it with a yard brush or a trowel or something, or a washing machine, or who knows. So what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit on the end of how am I going to do this? Again, I'll have to use my thumb, guys, because doing this all cockeyed or arse about face, as we say in England. So there's about that much there, guys. And this, as I say, is a skin tint. It's not a full-on foundation, so this won't give us very much coverage at all. So, sorry, that's my chair squeaking. That wasn't a bodily function. Right, one there, and one there, and I put the remainder on my schnufter. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. So just finger blend him in, and this is supposed to be buildable coverage, guys. So it's got a very, very faint, all I can smell is bleach on my fingers. I'm obsessed with bleach, by the way, guys. It's not very good for you, but so that's one layer on, guys, using, wow, that's made, it's given my skin a sort of a very pale cast. I don't know whether you can see that or not, guys. Sorry, the light's not perfect in here today. It's another miserable old day in England. Typical. But it's certainly perfected it. I mean, look at that. Sitting way back here. And as for the colour match, guys, that is amazing. Wow. It does say it's buildable, so should we put another layer on in a second? Yeah, why not, eh? I don't know whether any of you know, but I think number 7 may have pioneered these shade adjusting technologies in the late 1990s to the early noughties. They brought out a foundation called Intelligent Colour Foundation. I'm really popular today, guys, aren't I? My bloody phone's going like the clappers. I'll go and turn it off in a minute, sorry. In the late 1990s or the early noughties, guys, number 7 brought out a foundation called Intelligent Colour Foundation, and that was almost like a mousse sort of texture. Again, very, very sheer. But I found, because I obviously tried them when they released them and thought that this sounded like a miracle product that just eliminates the need for going into the shop and trying on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shades of foundation and wasting thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. Just realised I need to empty my vacuum cleaner. Sorry, guys. I'm obsessed with cleanliness. Sorry, no, back on track, right. Sorry, beautiful ones. Nothing to do with skincare or tutorials, eh? So that's one layer on, guys, using fingers. And it does say that it's buildable. Yeah, natural buildable cream chem skin tint with light medium coverage. I wouldn't say it was medium coverage, though, would you, beautiful ones? I don't know whether this is a dupe for anything else. I don't think the camouflage cream by, is it Elf? I don't think there's another aeroplane going over. What's going on? Is there bloody war or something I'm not too sure of? Who knows? But I'm going to go in with another layer. Why not, eh? So again, unscrew the lid. Might put a little bit more on this time. Slap it on, eh? Why not? Snap it on the old clock. So let's get quite a bit on this time. And what I'll do is I'll have to take a photo of me in natural daylight, because obviously this isn't, I'm sat in a mixture of artificial, I'm just putting the lid back on. This is a mixture of artificial and, natural daylight. So normally my light's over here and my windows here so that you can see how this looks in artificial light and natural daylight. But because today is so bloody miserable, I thought I'd have both coming in the same direction. Perhaps I ought to change that back. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments, would you? So again, put a dot, maybe just a little bit more on my forehead, a little bit more on my cheek, a little bit more on that one, a little bit more on that one, and a little bit on the old shinufter. Right. That is quite impressive though, isn't it? I mean, for £10, that's finger blend it in. And can you see that's giving it, the second I apply it, it's uniting my skin tone. And when I say unite my skin tone, obviously skin's made up of hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of different shades. Think of an oil painting. That fly just regurgitated. Sorry guys, then he started having a coughing fit again. Yeah, sorry. Think of an oil painting, guys, and you know how many shades an artist uses to mix just one skin tone. They can use up to 10 or 12 different shades. I mean, I know I'm an artist too. But so what this foundation is doing, it's just uniting all of those shades together. Does that make sense? To give your skin a much more even appearance and thus trick your eye into thinking you've actually got perfect skin, which I haven't. I haven't got perfect skin at all, guys. I mean, I'm a 50-year-old man, for goodness sakes. Now, that's another layer on. Granted, I didn't use very much, but what do you think? Just sit here just for a second, just so you guys can absorb. It does look a little bit ashy to me, actually. I'm going to turn my studio light off, guys, just so you can see what this looks like in natural daylight. Right, guys, you're back. Beautiful. I'm back too. I didn't go anywhere, but so what I've done is I've just got you in a lot closer so you can see can you see my skin texture here and on my nose and on my forehead? You can definitely see my old trench, can't you? That's a wrinkle, by the way, guys. Lots of people think that's a scar. They think I'm a thug, and I'm not a thug. No, that's a scar. That's sun damage. So because I lived abroad for quite a few years and never used sun protection. I still don't. I know that's terrible, guys, but I just don't like them. Don't ask me why. I haven't found, apart from my miracle balm, which I should use, but I don't. Don't ask me why. So anyway, so this is close up now, guys. And as you can see, I have texture. It hasn't really hidden my texture, has it? It has definitely united my skin tone, though, hasn't it? Come back here a little bit. And it's certainly very glowy, isn't it, guys? Very glowy. I mean, look at the reflection of the light here and here. Just put my hand up there just so you can... No, that's not making a blind bit of difference. Joseph, stop wafting your hand around like an idiot. Right. I don't know what to make of this, guys. It's certainly very, very clever, isn't it? Obviously, I've got a little bit on my old beard and stosh, but that... You know, I always do that, guys, and I always have to go and wipe it off afterwards because I am very clumsy. Yeah, I think my skin looks really good now. What do you think at home? Let me know in the comments, guys, please. And on the skin, it feels very, very moist, not greasy. It's definitely not greasy because it is a silicone-based formula, and silicones dry down to a powdery sort of feel, and it doesn't feel powdery either. It just feels really soft and hydrated, I suppose the word. Hydrated's as good as word as any, isn't it? So, right, should we do the old... I'll just put the studio lights back on for that and I'll move you back out. So, see you in a minute. I actually think, guys, it's highlighting my texture here. Can you see that? And here, well, mind you, I suppose my forehead looks quite good, doesn't it? Quite smooth and quite even. And I can't tell whether it looks mask-like or not. I can't give an objective opinion, not at the moment, because I just don't know how to make, I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. Shall I, yeah, let's do the old whistle test, or the acid test. So what I'll do, guys, is I'll just put some more on my, and I'll put it just there. And if it disappears there too, then we know that we're on to a winner here, guys. So just this time I'll squeeze it because there's loads in the tube. It is a new product. So that should be plenty. Just put the lid on it. Because if not, I'll step on it and that will go everywhere, guys. Right, so should I do it just there? Why not? Hey, can you see? It goes, can you see there? It's starting to change. You can see the pigment coming through, can't you, guys? And wow, that's totally disappeared. That has totally vanished. It's got a really nice smell. It reminds me of a Clinique sort of moisturizer. I can't remember which one, but wow, that's amazing, isn't it? I was watching who's the wolf lady? Somewhat Pampered Wolf, that's right. I was watching Pampered Wolf, and she was testing a one of those self-adjusting ones, and I think she did something similar, and on there it just looked totally different than that one does. So that is a big thumbs up to me. I mean, I didn't think these shade adjusting things actually worked, but obviously this does work. And I don't ask me how many shades this one comes in, guys. We will find out, because in a minute we're going to have a look at the little old website, the revolution.co.uk or .com, whatever it is, because I think Revolution is a British company. Let's have a look. Where is it manufactured? Dublin, so it's Irish. So great. So a homegrown company has conquered the old shade adjusting formulas with one that actually works. So I am very impressed. Very impressed. Again, another acid test of mine. We'll be having a look at it in the window, in the natural daylight. I'll go and do that now, and I'll put the picture here, here. And you guys let me know what you think. So guys, here's one image, and this one is from my my left-hand side. What do you think? I think it looks a little bit ghosty, actually. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to make of this. I'm really perplexed by this formula. Here's one of Face On. What do you reckon? It does look very white and ghostish, doesn't it? And here's one from the left-hand side. And here's one from sort of a above angle, from my, from above me. And lastly, here's one from underneath me, looking down. So yeah, okay, guys, right. So wow. Do you know, guys, I don't know what to make of this formula. I really am totally perplexed. It could be actually a miracle. It could be a miracle. I'm just going to get my compact mirror, the one that I take out with me, my little, it's very small, guys. So, it's huge. Look at the size of this. Bloody massive. Right, so I'm just going to just hold it here and look at my skin in detail, a close-up. So, no, it has pulled. It's pulled on here. It's pulled here. It's pulled here. It's pulled on my nose. So if you do have any texture, guys, it's going to grab onto them. Now, again, I didn't go in with primer. I should have perhaps, but a lot of these foundations aren't actually made to go with primers. Foundations were around a lot longer before primers were. Primers are a new invention, guys. So perhaps if you do use, one of those smoothing primers or pore blurring primers or pore filling primers, like spackle, do you Americans call it? We call it polyfiller in England. But yeah, so the colour match is superb. It is absolutely phenomenal, guys. I am gobsmacked, absolutely gobsmacked. I can't believe it. That they have actually got my skin tone down to pat, and that area on the back of my hand has vanished, as has that one there. It has matched 3 diametrically opposed, or 3 very different skin tones. I mean, you've got that one there and that one there. Should I do that? I'm just so stunned. Wow. So beautiful ones. My final thoughts on this CC skin tint is that it's a miracle. It is, honestly, and I wouldn't lie to you guys at home. You've seen me open this and you've seen me put it on and you've seen my reactions to it. We've tested it 3 different areas of my skin, 3 totally different areas. Wow, I'm just stunned. I mean, obviously the areas here, I'm just going to look at myself again in my little compact mirror. Huge, great mirror. Sorry, flies come back again. Sorry, guys. But again, I have got 2 layers on, and if I'd applied a primer and only put 1 layer on, then who knows? Shall I try with a damp beauty sponge? This is a silicone formula, so in theory, a damp sponge should shear it out or should make it a little bit more even. So should we try that and see how that one works? Because I'm determined to make this bloody thing work now. It is incredible, guys. The colour match is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Right, guys, here's my wet beauty sponge by Superdrug. And what I'll do is I'll just buff my skin this time. I'm not dragging it, because by dragging it, I could make the situation much worse. And we have already released the colour, so, going in with a beauty sponge now, all we're doing is we're trying to perfect the, or blur the, what's already on my skin. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, though, guys. In theory, it should. I ought to try with a foundation brush, really. A stiff bristled, one of those flat-headed brushes. But hopefully this has made a difference. Should I have a little look in my little old hand mirror here? Ah. No, still exactly the same. No, I'm joking. It has sheared it out a little bit further, and it has... and because it's got water in, and the water is interacting with the silicone and changing the composition ever so slightly, it has it's just made it far, far more natural now, guys. And bear in mind, again, I have got, my eyebrows are just so unruly at the moment. I might shave them off and have them tattooed on instead. But as a colour match, though, I think that is phenomenal. I do. I'm sorry, guys. And you know me, I'm not impressed by a lot of cosmetics and skincare items. And that's why I've always made my own, because at least that way I'm not fooling myself, and I know I can live up to my own promises. But that is incredible. Should you have a look at the website and see what it says? Why not? I'm livid, guys. Absolutely furious. Look at that. Look what that says there, £5. They do one for men, which I assume is exactly the same formula, but just in different, more butch sort of packaging. It's got black with the colour on the front, and they're £5. Revolution Man CC Skin Tint. I'm foaming. No, I'm not really. Anyway, so this is the product here. £10.99, although I'm sure I paid £9.99 for it. Don't ask me why. If I'd have known that I could have got one of those, I placed an order with Revolution online this morning, and I would have got myself a couple of those, or got for my kit at least a couple of those. But if you're after an ultra natural, so on and so forth, then this is the way forward. So it comes in 4 shades, guys. So you've got light, medium, dark, and I don't know whether that's extra dark, or shall I find out? Oh no, that's dark. Oh, it's got light, medium, tan, and then dark. So that's light, that's medium, that's tan, and that's dark. So should we read out what it says? So this is the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Skin Tint, and that's actually the dark one, but it doesn't matter. The description should be exactly the same. So now I'm going to read out the old. Can you see that description? Right. Our revolutionary CC Perfecting Skin Tint just got better. So it's obviously an older formula which they've reinvented or revamped, or what have you, reformulated possibly even. Enjoy the same soft focus skincare led makeup in a travel friendly size, 26ml. So that's why that's a small size. Thank you for explaining that. The CC Perfecting Skin Tint is known for its innovative and lightweight cream formula that uniquely shade adapts to blend out to suit your skin tone. It's magic in a tube, and I agree with that. It is magic, actually. It's phenomenal. Wow, I'm still stunned, and a lot doesn't stun me, guys. So I'll go on to read and what is it? So it is a super lightweight skin tint with shade adapting properties. Agreed with that one, 100%. It is phenomenal. Formulated with vitamin E, this product will keep your skin healthy as well as giving a high definition radiance. Again, I don't know whether there'd be enough vitamin E in the formula to actually protect the skin. Obviously, no vitamin E at all isn't. Obviously, some vitamin E is better than none at all, is what I'm trying to say. Available in five, only saw 4. Available in 5 shade adapting shades: Revolution CC, Pro CC, Perfecting Skin Tint Light, covers foundations, shades. Oh, don't worry about that bit, guys. So now the most important part, guys, how to use. Apply directly onto your skin, which is what we did, or onto a brush or a sponge. Gently work into the skin until desired colour appears. Blend out as necessary. Product details, available in 5, blah, 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 blah. Lightweight, unbuildable, cruelty-free. So, yeah, I'm stunned, actually. I'm totally stunned. And I'm just having a look at my Facebook. No, I'm not. I'm only joking, guys. I am so impressed, totally impressed with this. And if by wearing a primer, I wouldn't get that pooling around here, and I'll take a photo of that again, and I'll add that to the end of this review. You know, again, if I didn't have the pooling, which is I've now minimized, although some of it's still here. I can see it here. I don't know whether can you see that area there? And I can also see it's gathered in my lines on my forehead. So if I'd have gone in with a primer first, then perhaps we wouldn't be having this conversation. But right, so that is a 10 out of 10 for the shade match. Formula, possibly an 8 out of 10. It is really, really lovely on the skin though, guys. It feels really creamy and hydrating. And it does actually feel protecting too. Now, as I said, I've got oily to combination skin. If I had ultra dry skin, I don't know whether this would work that well for ultra dry skins. I think it would perhaps grab 2 flakes and so on. I'm sorry to speak like that, guys, but dry skin is prone to flaking. Every skin's prone to flaking. We all have a bit of flake, don't we? But for £10, guys, that is just, it's a steal. It is a steal, guys. I can't say anything else about it. I'm in love with it. I am obsessed. As many beauty YouTubers say, I'm obsessed with this one. I am obsessed with it. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If I could, as I say, if I could try and work on the pooling or the grabbing issues onto my texture, then it's definitely a win-win or a holy grail product of mine. Definitely. I only bought this morning too. So that's a big thumbs up for the old CC skin tint. Should we now move on and try the old blurring powder, the IRL filter pressed powder and loose powder? Why not? I'll just go and wash my face, guys, and because I like to try stuff on my bare skin, so I'll go and do that, and I'll be back because it's about the millionth time I'll have what. If I have any skin left on my face, guys, then we'll do the review. But if I haven't, then obviously we won't be able to, so got itchy stash. Right, beautiful ones, I'm back from the bathroom, freshly washed, freshly cleansed skin. It's left my skin feeling really, really soft, very hydrated still, considering I have just washed my face. It has left my skin feeling really, really tip-top condition, so another big thumbs up. In fact, I can't get over how, right, you've said that a million times. So now we're going to try the IRL filter, and in here you get a 1 pressed powder and 1 loose powder, and these are supposed to have some kind of a blurring, where does it say? It just says IRL filter. I thought it said blur somewhere on it. Oh, there we are. Soft focus powder, which means blurring, basically, in other words. And as I said, this one is brand new, and this was £8. And it's factory sealed. I don't know whether you can see the old half moon shaped. Yeah, there it is. Can you see that at the top? So what I'll do is I'll just get a knife and I'll go. And I don't, again, I'm not going to read anything on the website about what it says or. Oh, but it's a bit difficult to get into. Excuse my mangy old knife here, guys. Right, so I've now opened up and it comes in a box, which is a bloody nightmare to get into. I've torn the box open. I didn't really want to have to tear the box open. Right, so get the product out, Joseph. Trying to. Okay, so. How am I going to work this out, eh? So this is the product, guys. It comes in a beige plastic pot, I suppose, which just looks like something off Mastermind or the Crystal Maze or any of those you know, those programs that test your old metal. But this is, it's got Revolution branding on the front, and it's got the Revolution ingredient sticker, and what you do is you peel it down and then they reveal the ingredients on it. So it's got an unscrew part here, so I assume you screw that off to reveal the old, there we go. So this is the pressed powder, and it's white, or very, very, very pale, almost near white. In fact, it just looks white to me. I don't know whether that looks white to you guys or at home or not. So that's the loose that's the loose powder part of the, you try saying that after several snake bites. And I haven't been I don't drink, guys, anyway, but this has got one of those plastic, you know, you pull down and then the powder is revealed or is allowed to flow, and all you do is you just shake it to get a dose of the powder. And this, I assume, in the top part is the old pressed powder. And can you see there's a little latch? So right, again, pure white. I've never ever come across a white powder before, and I know they're all the rage at the moment, guys, but never ever. I think that looks really lovely, doesn't it? It reminds me of Refreshers. Does anyone remember those sweets you used to get in the 1990s or 1980s called Refreshers? I think you can still get them, but has no smell at all. No smell, and it just looks right. So what I'll do is I've got my powder brush here. This is by Sheer Cover, and I'll just load some onto that. So it does pick up really well, guys. Can you see that? I've only had that in there for a few seconds. And what I'll do is I don't wear powder, guys. I just don't. But, you know, this review is for you beautiful ones at home. So what I'm doing is I'm just dusting it onto my forehead and my nose, because my nose does get very shiny. Goes on really well, guys. And we'll soon see whether it blurs or not. Because, I mean, you saw my texture, didn't you, a few minutes ago when we were testing the old CC cream. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if Revolution are as good as that CC cream up was, this should make me now look like a supermodel, shouldn't it, guys? Right, let's get you in a bit closer, shall we? Right, guys, that's better, isn't it? A bit closer. So I think it's worked, you know. I mean, that piece of texture there was really pronounced earlier, wasn't it? And it's gathered in my lines in my forehead. So I suppose if you're like 6 months old and don't have any wrinkles, then you could use it quite safely. But if you have any lines at all, then it's going to gather in them. Let me just have a look in my little old hand mirror here. Yeah, it's very much gathered. But then again, that could be the old remnants of the CC cream, because as I said, I didn't really wash my face with soap and water. All I did was just get a damp cloth and just we put some more on. Why not? It's a bugger to get into, guys. It's really awkward. And then it just suddenly opens by itself. The box of delights, eh? So I'm just dusting with my powder brush, my nose. I think you can see now, guys, what I meant about it gathering in my forehead. Can you see there's some remnants of the old CC? Wow, my skin just feels incredibly smooth now. That powder is amazing, and that was £8. And you get a loose powder in there too, guys. So, and hang on, is that a bit of texture? Can you see the... But I mean, nothing's going to get rid of texture, guys, is it? I mean, a powder's not going to hide texture 100%, but I think it's certainly improved my skin. Again, I'll go and take a photo in the daylight and put it here in a minute. So I'll go and do that now, guys, and then we can reconvene afterwards. Wow, my nose looks gorgeous. Brilliant. Anyway, guys, here's one from the right-hand side of my face, looking out of my window, posing. No, I wasn't, I'm joking. What do you think? And here's one from the left. And here's one full on, face on. It does blur the skin, definitely. Here's one from above looking down. And here's one looking straight up my nostrils. No, I'm joking, guys. Here's one from, you know, from beneath my chin looking up. I think that oh, wow. I just got a glimpse of myself, and I just think that what it's done to my nose, considering my nose is now totally matte, it's still given it a load of shine. Well, not a lot of shine, but it's just left my skin looking absolutely flawless, guys, with a shine shining through, which is what you want, because something which looks too powdery or too cakey will always look false and unnatural. So it's another thumbs up to the old Revolution IRL filter powder, guys. And as I say, it's pure white and it is gorgeous. 10 out of 10 on all scores. Price £8, win-win. Texture, again, win-win. Coverage, can't tell I've got anything on my skin, again, other than just where it's grabbed the old, so should we now read from the old website and see what it says about the IRL powder, just to see whether what my findings are match up with the Revolution time for my mobile phone, what the Revolution claims makes. Right, guys, I've got my trusty mobile with me, and that's the website with the soft focus dual powder set in frame. So there it is up there, and there's the title. And you can see it's £7.99, probably around 11 or 12 US dollars, guys. I mean, as again, I'm not an expert on currency, and it says drop the filter. This is the description, guys, or the details, if you like. Drop the filter, introducing the IRL. And again, I haven't got a clue what IRL stands for. If anyone knows, please do let me know in the comments. Drop the filter, introducing the IRL Soft Focus 2-in-1 powder, which blurs and mattifies skin to leave a filter effect, soft finish to the skin. I agree with that. This 2-in-1 powder features pressed powder for touch-ups on the go, again agreed, with finely milled loose powder underneath. I don't know, because I just didn't try it. I mean, because I know how messy I'm going to be, guys. That powder will end up everywhere. Perhaps we could review that on a later date, if that's okay with you guys. I think we've got the idea of what the powder's like. With finely milled loose powder underneath, perfect for dusting over the skin or baking for a more intensely brightened under eye and contoured appearance. I don't bake, guys, by the way, but no doubt in my career as a fledgling makeup artist, I will have to do some baking at some point on my poor clients. But you know, use this powder to reduce oil buildup and shininess without causing under eye creasing. I can see that working, yeah. The translucent shade will suit any skin tone and can be used over natural makeup or colourful creative makeup to set your look in place. How to use, guys. After applying your face makeup, and I wasn't wearing any makeup apart from, again, yeah. Lightly buff the powder over your skin using a powder brush or a makeup sponge and set it in place with a fixing spray. I don't use fixing sprays, guys, and I won't use one. So, but I think that's incredible. Considering now my skin doesn't feel shiny or greasy, and normally when I do that, there'll be oil on the back of my hand, on my fingers, but no, there's none, guys. That shine on my hands is from the soya serum, because whatever. Again, guys, a 10 out of 10, and they're living up to their claims too. It does blur your skin. I mean, look at me now. Just looks flawless, doesn't it? And there's a very, very light dusting of powder on my face, and we only use the pressed powder part of this this dual powder set. So again, another big thumbs up to Revolution, A for price, B for quality, and C for efficacy. So I'm so impressed with these two. I really, really am. Amazing, absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. So beautiful ones. That's sadly the end of today's review over. Today we have reviewed the Revolution Skin Tint, or CC Skin Tint, and we have also reviewed the Revolution IRL Dual Powder thing, whatever you want to call that, compartments or duo set or something. I don't really know what to call it. What do they call it? Let's have a little look. And we have also reviewed the Revolution IRL Filter 2-in-1 powder set 2, and they are huge thumbs up for me. They'd certainly get my approval, guys. If you want affordable makeup which can utterly transform you, I mean, look at my skin. It just looks, I'm just so speechless. I'm going on a date next week, guys, so I'll be using either this one or this one, possibly both. I don't want to look like I've got loads of makeup on though, guys, but I don't think I will. I don't think I'll look like I've got loads of makeup on. I just think using the CC cream on its own, possibly with something like, might have to bite the old bullet and, you know, put some of this sheer perfecting stuff, especially if it does, you know, avoid the old pooling around the texture I have on my skin, then I'll certainly do that. But, you know, for touch-ups during the day, that is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. And the price, I'm sorry, guys, you just can't beat £8. £8 for that. And that's got a loose powder and a pressed powder in it. So a huge thumbs up to Revolution for both of these amazing products. I'm in love. I'm in love with these two, guys. I am totally in love. Right, guys, sorry about that. Right, guys, that's it for today. If you like the format of this review, you know, me not reading the description first and just finding how I react to them myself, and then finding out what the websites say to see whether the two marry up or whether they're very different or opposed to one another, then let me know in the comments. Similarly, if you just prefer me just to do the old bog standard, you know, typical YouTube review where I read out what the website says and then slap it on my face and see whether they're lying or not, then I'll do that too. It's up to you guys at home. I'm here for you, beautiful ones. And all that remains, beautiful ones, is for me to wish you all a wonderful week. Please do subscribe if you want to stay notified every time I release new videos. Similarly, do give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment, and who knows, I will reply. And all that remains is for me to wish you beautiful ones a gorgeous week and have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.